I'm going to continue the soundtrack to my life. I am at 1993 to 2013. 2013 is when I turned 50 years old and we had this family party. I realized last night I'm going to have to go beyond that list and bring it up to the future. But I'm just going to talk you through from 1993 to 2013. It's a little shorter list. Maybe because I had less time to listen to music once I became a priest, but I still do my best. The first song is by the Pixies. It's a band whose music I came to love late in their journey. They broke up pretty soon after I became a fan. But one of the first songs of theirs I really loved is a song called Velouria. I think it's just a song written about a girlfriend or somebody, a significant other. Maybe Velouria isn't even a real person, but first of all, the name cracks me up. And the guitar, the beat, the lyrics, there's just something fun about this song. Not necessarily any deep themes or messages, but some great lyrics all the same. I even named my first brand new car after this song. I got a 1997 Honda Accord in 1997, and it had a velour interior, so what better name if you love the song Velouria than to call your first car Velouria. I don't know where she is now, but I hope she's in very good hands. I've always loved Crowded House, and this song was maybe somewhat later in their career. Lots of great tunes, both early and late, but Nails in My Feet. It's a great tune. Neil Finn has such a gift for writing these plaintive, mournful, and yet so fragile and beautiful, these ballads. And Nails in My Feet is a great song about always being out of step, feeling like you're a step behind or stuck somewhere. The rest of the world gets it and you don't. We've all had that feeling. And Neil Finn writes a beautiful song about that called Nails in My Feet. Sufjan Stevens released an epic album called Come On Feel the Illinois. It's a clever title for those of you familiar with 80s metal. There's a cute pun there. But he was attempting to write an album about every one of the 50 states. Ambitious as can be. He did Michigan and Illinois, and I think he stopped after that. But Come On Feel the Illinois is an excellent album. And that first song that opens it is a rather mellow tune. It's just beautiful, concerning the UFO sighting near Highland, Illinois. I set that as my wake-up music at one point when I was in Smithville. And there was a day that it just woke me up at the perfect time. I must have been in the middle of this blissful dream. And I took Truman, my dog, out to the lake that morning to walk him. And I just wondered if I was still dreaming or if I was awake, but I felt such bliss. Everything seemed so idyllic and perfect. And I love that song because it is sort of a reflection on what it means to encounter this otherworldly reality and how we live in relationship to it. I really felt it that whole day. So that song will always be precious and dear to me. I have to include a song by the Shins. I became fans of theirs on their Chutes Too Narrow album, their second album. And the song Saint Simon is perfect for a guy like me. James Mercer is a great songwriter. He continues to write great tunes. And Saint Simon, I think, is a great reflection on all this spiritual legacy that's out there and all this wisdom that's out there, and yet the struggle to assimilate it ourselves or find ways to embody it. Sometimes lots of wise, intelligent, holy, wonderful people who've gone before us have wonderful things to say to us, but sometimes we're just not quite there, or sometimes we struggle with it, or maybe it doesn't resonate with us. This song is about that experience, and I really appreciate his honesty and wrestling with it. There's a great songwriter named Jon Brion, B-R-I-O-N. He's written lots of soundtracks to movies, and he wrote the soundtrack to my favorite movie, I Heart Huckabees. It's not necessarily a family-friendly movie, so don't watch it as a family, but it's a great movie, hilarious, lots of offbeat existential jokes, and great cast. It's well written. Every time I watch it, I catch new things about it. And one of the things that made that movie even better for me is the song Knock Yourself Out by Jon Brion. There's a great pun in that song. If you watch the movie, you get it. And the song really makes the movie even better, which is saying a lot because it's a great film. But Jon Brion has this incredible songwriting ability, whether as a songwriter for pop tunes or as a soundtrack composer. The last song on my list might make you scoff. It's by Duran Duran. You may not like Duran Duran, but I always enjoyed their music, and I especially enjoy their later career music. All You Need Is Now. It's a song that was released around the time I put this list together. And it's a great looking back tune. Looking back at the days when you were younger and all the fun you had, all the crazy things you did. And you look back and think, those were good days, but I'm glad I'm where I am now. This song just seemed to fit me at the time when I was turning 50. Just to be able to say, this is where I'm at. All you need is now. Own this, be happy with this, and be grateful for what's been, but live in the moment. Be present, be happy, and keep trying to grow forward. So that's my list up to about 2013. I will do one more video covering the years from 2013 to the present. I've started looking at the list, and it's really, really difficult to winnow it down. So much great music has come out in the last 7 years, and it'll be a challenge, but I'm up for it. Keep up the good work, making your own soundtrack to your own lives, and keep sharing those. Stay healthy, stay grounded, continue to savor the time, and meet the challenge with blessing.